We have live. Hello, ladies. Let me make sure that my stuff is working and we are live where I want to be live at. We are. All right. Hello, ladies. We are live today for Talk About It Tuesday. I'm so excited. Man, I've been trying to do Talk About It Tuesday for a good minute, and it's been a long while. And it's definitely been a while since I've had someone on here with me. So, just first, let me introduce myself. My name is Angela M. Mitchell, and I am the founder and CEO of Back to Her, the founder of this group, and also B2H Marketing Solutions. And I am a Meta certified digital marketing strategist and certified content marketing specialist. And I help women entrepreneurs show up online, right? And build their solid digital presence to build engagement and build engaged communities and make more money. That's it, right? And so today, because Talk About It Tuesday is 30 minutes, and I just like to come and bring and highlight women who out here doing their thing, right? Highlight sisters who are running businesses, who are, pillars of the community, who are trying to educate our community, and who are sharing their knowledge and what they have with us. So, I'm excited today to bring up here my sister, my friend, my hometown girl, my co-author. She a whole lot of things, a whole lot of things. But her name is Mrs. Tamra T. Bush, and I'm gonna bring her up on here, and we gonna kick it for a little bit here today.
Hey,
And
hey,
there she
hey.
go. There she go. Hey, girl. Let me turn
Hello
up
there.
this sound. Okay, let me turn up the sound. Let me turn up the sound. So, how are you? What's going on
I'm
today,
doing
girl? How
pretty
you doing?
good. I'm doing pretty good. Happy Lunar Sabbath to everyone that celebrates Sabbath based off of the new moon. Today is Tuesday. This is the second week of the fifth new moon, right?
Okay.
So happy Sabbath, everyone. I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me on the channel.
Oh, of course, we've been doing this for a minute, right? We've been trying to coordinate this for a while, so I'm just glad that we have been able, to finally come together and be able to make this thing happen. We both have so many different things going on,
True.
in our lives, professionally, personally, and I think it's just great that we can get on here and fellowship with each other and share with the people, with the women in this group, what we have going on. So I
Yes.
want you to go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do, and what we got going on with you today.
Peace and love back to her community. Angie and I have been talking about doing this for quite some time. And finally, the Most High has allowed us to come together on this day. Angie is my ace boo coon. That's my girl. Listen, when I tell y'all I ride for her, so I'll hurt y'all if y'all hurt my girl. Like, and when I say I'm so
And vice
serious, I'm
versa.
just playing. I'm just playing. No,
And
but
vice, I'm
seriously,
serious. I'm serious.
like seriously though, like seriously. But I'm so very honored to be here on this day. I consider myself an educator, right? I mean, I have so many different things going on, but the primary thing that I'm a huge proponent of is ensuring that people have the proper education in terms of how to deal with financial situations, how to deal with their credit, how to assert themselves as federally protected consumers, how to read a contract. Number
Right.
one, because a lot of the times we get ourselves entangled in things where we don't read the fine print, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I also like to educate people on spirituality, how to become in tune with the Most High, because what we don't realize out here is that although everything around us looks carnal, right?
Right.
We fail to see the spiritual side of everything that we touch every single day. Just remember, there is a public side and there is a private side to everything that we see. And the private side is often connected to spirituality. So I try to help people sort of, pull the curtains back, look at things for what it really is, and try to um, be lovers of truth while being
Yes.
students of life, right? That's the main thing. So I'm a huge proponent of education, tapping into the Most High, keeping your feet firmly planted and rooted in the ground,
Yeah.
right? I was just having a conversation earlier, and I was telling this person, I won't say who it is, but I was telling them that it's very important that we know who we are. We have to know
Mm-hmm.
who we are. We have to know what principles, what morals, what ethics and laws, spiritual laws that we should be operating by. Because what will happen is is something will come up and it'll be some sort of distraction. And if you're not firmly rooted and planted in your
Mhm.
belief system, that thing can easily come along and just throw you off track. And then you're
Mhm.
scrambling and trying to figure out, okay, well, why me? Why is this happening to me?
Right.
Right? But that's because we've gotten away from our foundation. We got away from the foundation. So I just like
Yes.
to have those types of conversations with people. But that's what I got going on. I'm an educator.
I agree,
Ask
though.
me
I
anything.
agree.
Not
I
anything, but most
mean,
things you can ask me.
yeah, but you are absolutely right. I was having this conversation too earlier, and actually I was having it with someone. I think I did a book launch earlier, and the woman that was doing the book launch launched her book is a prayer book, and so we
Mm,
had that conversation. You know
yeah.
what I mean, about our spiritual foundation and about our foundation being what what is holding us up. Like you
Mhm,
said, something come and knock us off our square. What do we have that we are able to stand on, right?
mhm.
Uh, and that's what the premise of that was. We live in a jacked up time, don't we?
Boy,
We live in a jacked up time,
it's
and
it's
during
it's
this time,
oof,
no, I'm sorry. It's because it
it's
is. It
insane.
is.
Hmm.
It is.
It
And
is
so we
insane.
need that foundation. We need our spiritual foundation
Yes,
because there's a war out here.
it literally is a war. And I think the scariest thing is when we don't realize that we're under attack, right? And
Mm.
so we agree
Mhm.
to things and we acquiesce to things, not realizing that it is shifting our inner self and our spirituality and how we perceive and look at things.
Right.
We are totally complacent. We are deceived in so many
Mm.
ways. And it's a strategic deception.
Yes.
It's and
Yes,
it's and
ma'am.
it's been planned for centuries and decades. And this stuff that's happening right now in the world, this is not an overnight transition.
That's right.
Things have been building up to this point slowly and slowly and slowly. And so they introduce certain things into society. They show you things in movies to get you comfortable with certain concepts. And so when
Mhm.
it begins to happen in mainstream media or like in real life, we just chuck it off like, well, we saw
Yep.
it was coming. They told us it was coming anyway. And somehow it's okay.
Right.
It's like we are accepting all of these things that is shifting us away from the principles that the Most High teaches in Scripture. We are moving slowly away from Scripture. And
Yeah.
when if you really seriously look at what is going on out here, all of the chaos and everything that's going on, when you know those principles, you can look at something and be like, "Yep, that's just another thing that is in direct opposition of the Most High." Because a
Right.
lot of the things that they're showing us is the complete opposite. And it's like, well,
Mhm.
wait a minute. But if we don't know what those foundational principles are, basic stuff like the Ten Commandments,
Mm.
basic stuff,
It
right?
is
The
basic,
Ten
yes.
Commandments. If you don't know what the Ten Commandments are, how do you know if you're operating in error? You
Right.
you won't know. You're just out here in the world doing things and thinking that you just being a good person is enough.
Right.
The
Yeah.
Most High he's placed requirements on us,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
So it's maddening to see a lot of this stuff going on. So I just try to stay grounded and hope and pray that those people around me do the same.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's we absorb all of the stuff that's going on around us to our detriment. You know, everything on TV, if you watch it on, online, social media in and of itself,
Hmm.
in and of itself, can suck you in and knock you off your square if you don't have a solid foundation. You know what I mean? It's so
That is
much
very
out
true.
there. Yes, because people are you looking at other people's lives, and if you are not spiritually sound, mentally sound, you just sound. Period. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? You don't have that foundation. You get sucked into that illusion. You know what I
Yes,
mean? You get sucked into that
yes,
illusion, and you start envying things that are not necessarily true.
and
You
it's
know what I
not
mean?
real. Hmm.
Yeah, that's not real. You see people on Facebook, TikTok, wherever they at. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
mm,
And doing all types of everything and making things look so glamorous because I'm out here and I'm on a yacht and I'm doing this and my business is doing six
child.
10 figures and you know what I mean and all of this stuff. And so now you getting sucked into that like man. So you got to try to weed through. You know what I mean? And be able to discern what you should be following and what you shouldn't, you know what I mean? And so yeah, that's where we are definitely in this space right now, and it's crazy.
It is
And
very crazy.
it
A lot of
is.
the things that I see people asking on social media, life
Mhm.
decisions and,
Yeah.
delicate questions about sensitive and delicate life scenarios. Um, Instead of asking on social media, we should be asking in prayer and private
Mm.
to the Most
Mhm.
High. And it's like we
Mhm.
depend on the world to give us answers.
That's
And the
right.
world is messed up right now. You can't
The wrong answers, baby.
you cannot go to the world and think the world is going to be able to give you an answer on what the heck, because people are confused.
Yeah.
And like I said before, there's a huge level of deception right now,
Mhm.
right? But a lot of us are, we can see, but when we say certain things, people are like, girl, you crazy. No, I don't see that. That's not what's happening. And I'm like, so you mean to tell me we all crazy? Like all of us
Absolutely.
that are speaking truth, where are we
Everybody
get,
can't be
where are we
crazy.
getting this stuff from?
Right. Right.
We
Right.
all crazy. We just made it up.
Everybody.
Like that don't even make sense. And it's like I said, it's very scary. People are walking through life like zombies right now. And things that are happening out here is so blatantly obvious. I'm like, how do you not see? How could you not see that? That's how
Mhm.
scary it is.
Mhm.
And especially with the children, the children with the social media and the phones and,
Yes.
the youth, they're having the types of issues that my generation, we didn't have to
We
deal
didn't
with.
have it.
We
No.
dealt with peer pressure, yes, but this is a different level. This is a whole different type of level of
With peer
what
pressure.
they're going through. Yes, it is
Mhm.
peer pressure, but it's societal pressures and social
Yep.
media and
Yep.
identity issues,
Yeah.
identity crisis, and all of these things that they're struggling with that I never would imagine that a 13-year-old child would be committing suicide out here.
That's right.
It's
That's
just
right.
it's insane. And so it's a lot of hard work to in today's society. It's hard work to maintain that family structure and really be able
Mhm.
to put time in where it's needed with your significant other, with your husband, wife, boyfriend, or girlfriend, your children, even
Right.
extended family that may not have the parental figures in their lives that they need. Being able to have an impact outside of your household with other family, like it's rough out here.
It is. It is. And I think we have to be so much more mindful of how we are equipping these kids because a lot of times they're not equipped for the barrage of everything. You know what I mean? That's coming to them. And they getting it every day. And I guess it's hard. I guess it's hard for us kind of to, to connect and understand that because it's because we not out there in it. You know what I mean? We're not out there every day with the other girls or the other boys or, you know what I mean? And everybody, they, back when we were coming, it was clothes and shoes or whatever. Now it's the latest
Right.
phone, the latest this.
Child.
These kids want $900 sneakers and $1,200 phones. And if you don't, you a bum, and so they get
Yeah.
wrapped up in all of that stuff. They see if you don't have a 20-inch weave and a 2-inch waist, and a big old butt,
Girl.
you know what I mean? You not you where's your worth? You know what I'm saying? And so
Hmm.
I get it. I get it. And if you are not sound spiritually, man, you will get sucked into it. You will
The
get
spirit
sucked.
matters.
Yeah.
It really does, because it's going to help navigate. It's going to help us navigate. It's going to help
Yeah.
guide our steps.
Yeah.
Um, and it's the spirit is that thing that is going to help you make the types of decisions, because the Most High is so magnificent that he can see way far ahead of what you can even fathom,
Absolutely.
right? And so
Absolutely.
the little plans and stuff that you think you have, no, just forget it. Throw it out the window. You could just forget about all that.
That's
Because
right.
the things that
No,
he
you're
has for your
right.
life is he already knows what's best for you,
That's right.
right? And see, that's part of the reason why, like, if you all, I don't know if it's okay to mention, but a lot of the things that I speak about on my YouTube channel, When
Absolutely.
I'm teaching people about consumer law and credit, if you go back and watch some of those videos, you will see that I mentioned the importance of inviting the Most High into your processes.
Yeah.
Things that we do every day, that we do with our own hands, we forget to invite him in and ask him to oversee and
And
protect
bless.
us during this process. And that can be something
Mhm.
as simple as sending out a dispute letter to the credit bureau.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's
And
right.
it's like the stuff like that, we don't think about it. When we walk out of the house every day to go conduct our personal business, we look at it as so menial, so trivial, like, oh, I'm just going to the bank. I'm just going to go to
Hmm.
this or do that.
Right.
But we should be asking the Most High to cover us in everything that we do every day and to guide our footsteps and to remove
Mhm.
any of those negative things or stumbling blocks or attacks,
Right.
spiritual attacks, things that may come into the midst of our day, so that we can be basically be smooth sailing. We want everything to be smooth for us out there,
Mhm.
and the Most High will do that. He will move things out of your way that you don't know that He's moving out of your way before
Yes.
you even get there. You could be running late, but you don't realize you're 5 minutes late because there was something that He needed to remove out of your
That's
path
right.
before you left the house. You
That's
know what
right.
I mean? So it's like stuff like that. We gotta invite
You
Him
kind
in,
of take for
and
granted.
we have to invite Him in and let
That's
Him,
right.
and we have to give Him permission to intercede in what it is that we're doing every day,
Yeah.
from the paperwork to the relationships, everything.
Everything. Everything. But we don't think of it that way, though. And it's really about being grateful. It's about being
Yes,
grateful
give
and
thanks.
having that gratitude.
Mhm.
What I want you to tell us about is your challenge
Okay.
that you got to talk about this challenge because the
Woo,
people need to know
child.
about this challenge and what you have in store. You know what I mean, and what they can expect.
Okay. Now you're gonna have to help me with my dates because I'm like, girl. But yes, so I have a 5-day challenge coming up. It is launching in the month of August. Angie can let you know what the dates are, because I'm like, I'm so sorry, y'all. Like when I tell y'all, I got
August
so much in this
14th.
brain of mine. Okay, okay, okay. August the 14th, I am launching the Refine Your Status Revocable Living Trust Challenge. All right, it's a 5-day challenge. It is free and it's going to be streamed in my private Facebook group, Wealth Creations Facebook group, right? And so the purpose of the challenge is to pull in those individuals who are trying to go after some sort of private remedy, right? You have a lot of people out there that are asserting themselves as American national, state national, secure party creditor, right? Um,
Right.
eh, eh, but the bottom line with all of those processes is that unless you have done something to revalue your birth certificate, you're still a US citizen, right? And there's a number of
Right.
reasons why your processes are not working for you. So, the purpose of the challenge is to help you truly identify who you are presumed to be in terms of your legal status, and to help you begin to rebut those legal presumptions that have been hurting you since birth. So, legal presumptions is a evidence in terms of how you're being perceived, or how they look at you in terms of legally, and
Right.
as a result of how you're perceived to be legally, you are subject to certain laws, codes, and statutes, and you're being treated a certain way by the system because they are identifying you to be something that you're not, right? So that in essence is the purpose of the challenge, is to open people's eyes and educate them in terms of the state having certain controls over you and your family, that if you don't take necessary steps to begin to rebut those presumptions, it will be to your detriment, especially as they begin to roll out the new CBDC, the central bank digital currency. There are some changes that are going to be happening with financial institutions at the end of this banking year, which is in October. There's a lot of
Right.
things that is going to be changing. And so what we want to do is begin to get ahead of those changes to prepare the people and give them some steps in terms of what they want to begin to do so that they can get ahead of this thing, because a lot of people
Yeah.
are going to be impacted by the new CBDC. There's going to be a lot of restrictions rolled out. And this is what I'm talking about when I say know who you are and become spiritually grounded, right?
Yeah.
The way that this system is set up, it is going to initially look as if it is a benefit to you. And
Hmm.
That's how they roll things out. They make it like, oh, it's going to help you. We're here to
Yeah.
help you. This is to
Yeah.
benefit you. It's going to change your life. It's going to make things so much easier. Your transactions
Hmm.
are going to be easier. Your banking is going to be easier. But what you don't realize is that you are accepting a system that's been put in place that's not for your benefit. It is not for your benefit. It's based off of a hidden agenda. And I know people are like, well, you're talking conspiracy. Listen, I study history, I study
Hmm.
prophecy.
Hmm.
We receive intel from people inside of different places, right? So all of the information that we receive, we have to take it, put it together, analyze it, and say, okay, this is what is really going on behind the scenes,
Right.
which is what a lot
That's
of
right.
people don't know, right? So, like I said earlier in this broadcast, my job is to educate. That's why I'm here. I'm here to
Mhm.
educate you. So that is why the 5 day challenge is important. So we can begin to raise awareness about how people should begin to prepare for this new CBDC situation that's going to be rolling out. So
And we talk about the spiritual component of just everyday things, what I mean, like you said, and having that component and having that guidance and that covering in just everyday things. And I know that there is definitely a spiritual component to this challenge, you know
it
what I
is.
mean. Yeah,
Yes,
and to
yes.
to everything that you just said, you know what I mean, people need to understand that part too.
Listen, I'm gonna say something. I don't know if a lot of people will catch it.
Hmm.
Um, my the presumption. Okay, we're gonna take it back to the presumption, the legal
Right.
presumption. All right. Essentially, the presumption is you are being addressed and called by something that you're not, right? It's a name. Okay. Think about your family name. Let's just start there. Okay.
Mhm.
Tribes and communities in other countries usually go by a tribal name.
Right.
And so usually the tribal name comes before the given name, right? So the tribal name or the surname is designed to help identify that you belong to a certain tribe or a certain family,
Right.
right? And so usually the tribal name or the surname comes first. It usually comes first. Like the tribe of this is such and such of the tribe of X, or the tribe and then such and
Mhm.
such of the tribe of, right?
Right.
And so
Right.
what the system here in the United States and other countries around the world, what they have done is they have taken your surname or your tribal name and they've placed it last to indicate that family does not
Mm.
come first. You come first, but family is
Mhm.
last. Okay, well, how is that supposed to work when I'm a part of the family unit? Right. So
Right.
the way that they're addressing you, and for those that are interested, you can actually go and look this up on the Social Security website, the POMS manual, POMS, and it speaks specifically about the surname and the given name and how they identify the surname and the given name, right? And so what
Right.
they've done is they have taken your surname, which is your family name, and they have converted it into a last name. All right. So you know
Mm.
how we got Angie, right?
Yeah.
Angie M. Mitchell. Mitchell is her
Right.
family name. Her family name was here before she was born. Okay. That was
Right.
her father's name, right? Angie was gifted to her at birth. It was given to her at birth. But the family name been there. The family name been there
Right.
through generations. That family name got history. You understand what I'm saying? So what they've done is they've taken it and they reversed it. They put the family name in the back. They put the given name,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
So what does that mean? They're misidentifying you. And that is actually a legal
Mhm.
presumption. They're misidentifying you. That's just one basic element of it. I know it could get
Yeah.
real deep when I tell you I could get so deep, but
But
they
it's
are
gonna get so much
misidentifying you.
challenge.
Yeah.
They gonna get
And
it's
so
gonna get
that's why
deeper.
y'all need to get up in this challenge so we can talk about it. We can talk about
Because
stuff like
listen,
this is stuff we don't think about.
yeah, I was just gonna say nobody thinks of any of that. We go through and we kind of just take what they tell us and what
That
they
is
give
true.
us as as a given, as this is what it's supposed to be because this is what they gave us or this is what they told us. And anything other than that, like you said, people look at you like you're crazy. You know what I mean? They
But
don't
just
look
look
at the
at your
movies and
passport
stuff like
though.
it's crazy. Yeah, they don't look at the other stuff like that.
Look at your passport.
Yeah.
If you have a passport, if you pull it out and look at it, it says surname, given name. So why does the passport say surname, given name, but the driver's license says first, middle, last name?
Right.
Why is there a difference? It's a
Right.
misidentification. I'm telling y'all, this deep. Y'all get a challenge.
You got to get in the challenge, baby, to come get this good word
Get in the challenge.
to get this good
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
Listen, and you know you gonna I know you're gonna break it all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
I put a link in there. I put the link for the challenge is up here on the screen. I also put it in the chat. So you can register. It is starting August 14th.
Yes.
Why do I know? Because I know.
Because she know. Because she know.
Why do I know? Because I know. No, but
Yeah.
seriously though, the challenge starts August 14th. It's
Yes.
for 5 days.
Yep.
5 days out of your life to get this tea, y'all. 5 days out of your life. As she said, to refine your status.
Mm-hmm.
To reclaim what is yours. You know what I mean?
Reclaim that
So
family name and to
that's
reclaim
it.
what is yours and to, just set yourself up where you're not being taken advantage of because without us knowing these things, we give up rights. We
Mm.
don't realize that we're giving up certain rights. And I know
Mm.
everything out here appears to be normal. It's not normal for certain things to be
Yeah.
happening right now. And we have
Yes.
to begin to see that it's not normal. We have been desensitized
Yep.
over
Yep.
time, right? Somebody could, see people out here fighting and instead of helping,
They
they
taking
video,
videos. Yep.
stuff like that. That's not normal
It's not.
for you to just standing by and seeing somebody getting hurt and you don't help them or you don't try to
Right.
do anything. That's not normal. A lot of things about this society is not normal. It's
And,
really not.
and and it's sad that it has been pushed to be normal.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? That it has been pushed to become normal.
Yes.
But we like you said, this is why we need our strong foundation. And so, y'all, click on the link in there and get into this challenge. Tamara, tell them how they can get in touch with you about the group and all of that. The group that they can join and different things like that.
Yes, yes, yes. So you can most certainly click on the link that Angie placed on the screen. You can also go to the website at www.tamra, that's T as in Tom, AMRA, the letter T, Bush, BUSH.com. That's www.tamratbush.com. You definitely want to look up the YouTube channel. Listen, I'm going to just tell y'all, I am Tamra T. Bush everywhere. If
Everywhere.
you Google
Say it.
me, you will see Tamra T. Bush, Tamra T. And make sure you spell Tamra right.
I'm
It's,
putting
it's
it in the
it's
chat. Tamra.
Tamra. It's not Tamara. It's Tamra. Tamra T. Bush. If you put it in your search engine, your browser, you'll find me. I'm out there. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I'm on IG, Facebook. Yeah, that's how you can find
And
me.
she
But
everywhere.
again, if you go to the website, go to go to the tab that says 5 day challenge, right? You'll see it on the website, 5 day challenge, and then there's a button for you to join the challenge and download the
And join
free
the
challenge guide.
challenge. And
Yep.
get on up in there. And both links are here in the section, in the comment section. Google her, y'all. She know what she talking about, and y'all want to get in
I'm
this challenge.
Googleable.
Yeah, she is.
I'm Googleable.
Google. Oh
Yes, yes,
Lord,
yes.
listen. Thank you, my beautiful sister, for coming up on here
Yes.
with me and
You're
kicking
very
off
welcome.
this Talk About It Tuesday.
Yes.
Again, Tamara T. Bush joined us this evening. Thank you again, and I will talk to you later.
Thank you
I
for
love you,
having me. All
of
right, shalom,
course.
everyone.
Shalom. All right, y'all. Listen, y'all heard it, y'all saw it. Please click on the link, join the challenge. It is not gonna hurt you. And what else do I have going on right now? I am still recruiting for the Art of Womanhood anthology series. It's the Art of Womanhood, embracing the essence, the power, and the grace of being a woman. For you to share your story, man. I have some amazing women who are joining. I'm talking to people every day, talking to women every day to get in this anthology. So I put I think I put it in there. If I didn't put it in there yet, I will put the link in for the job form for you to fill out. And that's it, man. And also, Talk About It Tuesday is coming every week. I'm back next week with, I can't remember who I'm back next week with, but I will be back next week. If you have something that you would like to talk about, a business, you got an offer, you got something going on, shoot me a message, inbox me, put it in the group, let me know, and I would love to have you join me. So I'm gonna get up off this thing because I gotta go work out at 8:30. So I will talk to you guys soon. Talk About It Tuesday again. I would love to have you join me. So talk to y'all soon. Deuces. Oh, my finger's raggedy. Look at that raggedy. Bye.